I built a new Lego mock. It's a revamp of the iconic Bionicle set, Takua, and Puku. Join me, and let's break down how I made this. Hopefully diving deep into my building process can give you some ideas and inspiration for your own custom creations. So, this creation was made for the Mask of Light collab. A bunch of us got together and we made creations inspired by the characters from the Bionicle movie, The Mask of Light. When I decided to make this, it actually started with a bricklink order. I bought a few other pieces that I needed for something else that I'm making, and I ordered this interesting cloth piece. This is actually a Duplo cloth piece. It's appeared in, actually, 18 sets, well, at least in this color. You can see one of them here. It's a little backpack. It wraps around the anatomy of the figure and it looks pretty cute. When this order arrived, I looked at this piece and I thought, I've bought a lot of pieces in my time where I've gone, oh, this is super cool. One day I'll use it in a mock. And I thought, why do I have to make it one day? Why don't I build something with it now? So, all right, let's put it into action. I thought, well, this would scale well with a Matoran. What would be a good Matoran to make? Well, Takua. He's probably the most iconic Matoran, and one of my favorites. So as you can see, the torso here sports a little heartlight. It's got some of these blockier shapes in red. So I tried massing that out with a few pieces. And I hated it, I didn't like how it looked. So I changed it up. And I liked the direction that this was going in. I really liked some of these exposed pistons on the waist. But annoyingly, this design didn't really work well with that backpack. Which is ironic, because that was the whole reason for making this. I can't just, not include it. So I started again. I got a little carried away with building, I forgot to actually document that process. But when I actually built this, I started with the pouch and built around it. This revised draft, it still needed a few changes. I bulked up the shoulders, I added in some straps so that it makes a little more sense that the backpack would, actually be linked onto the body. That was kind of my goal with making this. I wanted it to be as realistic as possible. Spare no details. I'm very happy with his little belt. These minifigure backpacks, turns out they scale incredibly nicely with a Matoran. Now they just look like little pouches. So I'd love to break this down a little bit more, show you how it's made. That way if you wanted to build a Matoran in the same way, you could. However, don't. This is one of the most fragile things I've ever made, and if I handle it too much, it just disintegrates. So I promise you, you don't want to make this. Unless you just want a cool little display piece, but even then, it's not sturdy. So yeah, I built Takua, and his little backpack, adorable. I love how it looks. But something was still missing. Takua needs his buddy, Puku. This time I was going to make sure that Puku was strong. It wasn't going to disintegrate if I so much as breathed on it. This was going to be robust and sturdy. So I did some research, looking into different crab designs and studying the anatomy of crabs. And I happened upon this great illustration by someone named Giovanni Galladini. I love the colors and the textures. The shape of it is quite interesting. I like that it's a bit bigger, bulkier. It looks mean and menacing. I thought that could be a good twist for Puku. And as you can see on the wiki, sometimes Puku is depicted as blue. So it kind of works. I knew if I wanted her to be sturdy, I had to make some sort of Technic frame. So I mapped out a rough little structure. The size felt appropriate for what I wanted. I was good to go. But the more I looked at this, the more I felt that it looked more like a spider more than a crab. Still, I did like how I used these angled plates so that the legs actually rest at an angle. Anyway, looking into real crabs, the shell is much more rounded. What I'm building is not. So I squished that Technic frame together, made it into a bit of a smaller box. And then I made that box a little more circular with the help of those same angled plates. Yeah, this shape felt much more on point. And yeah, you can see that I built the legs and the claws. So let's rip one of these legs off and I'll show you how it's made. The design is nice, it's quite robust, it's exactly what I wanted. I'm very happy with the lack of gaps and a lot of the clean shaping. But really, the most difficult thing about this was finding bulk of the pieces that I used. Remember, this needs 8 copies of essentially the same leg. Sometimes I'd only have pieces to be able to build 5 copies, not the necessary 8. But working under that kind of restriction, making sure that I had enough copies of the pieces that I needed, it actually forced me to be more creative. And in the end, I got a better end product. So, that's pretty good. This larger blue area on top is different on each of the legs. I looked at this with the idea that Puku had dark azure kind of armor or a shell, and then barnacles and stuff has grown on top of this. So some of those lighter shades get introduced, that rougher texture. It was a ton of fun to make. The crab claws ended up having the same colors, but they didn't really share the same texture, so I had to come back later and build that in. You can see that here on the final product. So yeah, that's everything. Now to tackle the shell. This is what it looks like from below. Moving the dish, you can see that it's linked on in a pretty simple way, just with a double-sided snot brick. The edges here make use of these little panels. They're linked on again with snot bricks. I just built whatever kind of shape made the least amount of cracks and gaps. And wrapping it around the edges of the frame, hey, it worked well. On top, I made this big square in the middle. And again, more snot bricks lined the edges. And then on those snot bricks, I placed some of these hinge bricks. These allow me to place these little kind of rectangle shapes. And then when I put them on, I can place them at a little downward angle. That way you get a more rounded shape for the shell. But these little bits on the end, they really sell that circular appearance. You can see that the bottom has a connection point, and they just link onto the studs. Simple and easy. When that was done, it all came together. I don't know, what's up with the face? Well, you see, I was really trying to replicate the look of how the face appears in this image. And sure, I guess it's accurate, but I don't know, it doesn't really look like Puku, does it? Something about this feels too menacing, and I know that's the look I was going for, but the rounded shape language, he feels too cuddly and cute. And yeah, like I said, with a face like this, he does not look like the set. So I made some revisions, and I figured I'd keep in mind that the original set had these ball joints for the eyes. I did try messing around with the eye color, but black ended up looking best. So this was good, but I don't know, I still wasn't quite happy with the mouth. Especially because this gap up here kind of read a little bit as a mouth. But then why is the mouth all the way up there? It looks strange. So I removed that gap, and I changed up the mouth so he has a little bit of a jaw. Much better. Hey, here's a breakdown of how this works. Isn't it interesting? Simply changing the head on this crab totally changed the way that he looks. I guess a face is pretty important. It's also important that you pick your colors wisely. As fun as it was to build in all these different shades of azure, some of the pieces that appear in this color can be a little limited. Things like brackets and snot bricks, they do exist, but there's not as many. They're not as common. So it made things a little difficult, but thankfully I'd stockpiled enough azure pieces over the years and I did okay. It links on with the help of one of these mixel joints, so yeah, it can kind of move around a little bit, look up, look left, look right, whatever. And that is Takua and Puku. You might be wondering about the contents of this little storage area up top. Well, these cloth pieces, they are actually Lego. They come from some old Lego Scala sets. The rubber bands in black, those are the only thing here that is not Lego. The reason for that is, well, official Lego black rubber bands, they don't make them anymore, and the old ones, they break all the time. So yeah, we're going with non-official ones here. These red pumpkins and the leaves, it's pretty obvious where those come from, they're pretty common. But these trans green pieces here, they're a little newer and you might not have seen them before. Well, these are like bubble effects from some Harry Potter potions. At my local lug, we did a parts draft with this set, and I got a whole bunch of these pieces. Yeah, I like them. I think these kind of look like some sort of natural jelly or interesting plant that Takua has picked up, and he's going to take it home and turn it into food or some sort of medicine. I thought it was interesting. Oh yeah, and then this map of Mutanui. This is an official sticker. It comes from an old Ninjago set, Ninjago City Docks. They put it in as an Easter egg, and hey, I think it fits in here so well. I've been waiting to put this on a mock for years. And that is the tale of how I built this mock. I'm pretty happy with the end result. And I'm very happy with how strong and robust Puku is. She's not fragile at all. There is a trans-clear stand under her belly, but that's actually more just there for peace of mind. She doesn't need it. When I bring this to conventions, it makes sure that nothing's gonna fall. This is more of a safeguard than a necessity. Yeah, I'm hoping to build some more creatures and Rahi in the future. This was fun. So there you go, gang. I hope you enjoyed this little deep dive. Be sure to take a look at the links below. You can find the artist that inspired this mock, and you can find links to all the other creations in the Mask of Light collab. Thanks for watching, everyone. Happy building, and bye for now. Takua!